Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Azar Mathani, and as always, I am joined by the wonderful Tommy Sondy.
Hello, hello.
And the resplendent Tony O.
Morning, boys.
Alright, let me just Google.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly what I was going to do.
Attractive and impressive through being richly colorful and
Okay,
All right.
so it is
nice.
a compliment.
Nice.
All right, I'll take it.
Gentlemen, you need to up your vocabulary game.
I
Come
really
on
do.
now.
I need to read more.
So, do we have anything for the designated random banter section of this podcast, or are we hopping right in?
Well, let's not hop in just yet. I don't know. Do I have any random banter here? It was nice weather this weekend, guys. It's like 30. It felt like 30 degrees.
I think we
So,
just
I'm sorry.
lost
I'm
all of
sorry.
our five listeners.
Yeah.
All of our 5 listeners.
Your
just
random
walked-
banter is to talk about the weather.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Just as
keep
dull
it,
as that.
keep it random
Just
as
as
possible.
dull
you
as
know?
that FA Cup Final. My God. Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy, you are truly the FA Cup final of people.
Thank you. That's very. What was the word that you used for Tony?
It's not resplendent. No.
Nah.
I don't think that's not how that word works. I guess we might as well talk about it. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0. Liverpool winning on penalties. Step 2 out of 4 for the quadruple has been completed. Both steps, incidentally, handed to them by Chelsea. So, bad Chelsea. Don't do that anymore.
We can't. We definitely can't this season. Yeah.
You've all the damage has been done, Tommy,
Yeah,
and
maximum effect. Oh.
terrible. Absolutely. That was a rubbish final.
I mean, it's
Defend your club, man.
yeah. Well, defend my club, man. Hold on. It's been a rough patch for Chelsea as of late. You know,
It's been a rough season.
losing to it's been a, you know what, when you think about it, it's been a rough season. Yeah. Losing 2 cup finals to Liverpool on PKs.
Oh no! You made 2 cup finals. You're having such a bad season.
Yeah, but
No,
like
it's
when
been rough
you
for
can't
him.
be saying this. You
You're-
can't be
look,
saying this to me.
We wouldn't use rough to describe Man United season. There's a special word for that. Might require something
Is
from
that
your
is that
fancy
word broadcastable?
I mean, probably not from your end.
Because all the words running through my head are words that I cannot say.
Diabolical. That's
I thought you didn't want to talk about United in this pod. I thought you wanted to keep yourself happy and
got him.
and away from that. Yeah, you got
Tommy,
him. Yeah.
Tommy, I am never happy at any point when it comes to football this season. Just always assume I'm upset.
Well. Back to this final, anyhow. It was definitely not as exciting as the Carabao Cup final. I think
With Chelsea
the
also.
highlight for Liverpool was definitely that Trent pass outside the boot to Ruben Diaz early on, who should have scored. Let's be honest.
Ruben Diaz.
Not Ruben Diaz.
Ruben Diaz.
What am I saying?
Jesus.
Well, I don't have Ruben Diaz on my
You
mind.
are struggling this morning.
Luis Diaz. Hey, I told you this game has had an effect. But yeah, I'm thinking Ruben Diaz. He's in my team this season that we're going to talk about later.
Jesus
But
Christ.
anyways, Diaz should have scored that chance. No matter if you want to say Mendy good save, but I think he should be scoring. Yeah, it was kind of like, I mean, were there really that many great goal scoring opportunities? I know Alonso had one off the crossbar. We had a good start the second half.
Alonso
a little
had
bit of
chances.
flurry. Yeah,
The
Alonso
free
had
kick that
chances.
hit the post was nice.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
like, he had chances. I think he was your most dangerous outlet as usual.
I mean, Pulisic had a couple of chances too.
Oh
Where
Jesus, he's
he should have
rubbish now.
scored, but he's fallen off the wayside. Yeah,
He was flying in that Project Restart period, I think, and like 2 years ago now, when the Premier League restarted after COVID, and I think he picked up an injury at the end of the season. He's kind of been rubbish.
He had
ever
COVID
since.
as well. He picked up
He's
which
not
he took a
refined
while
his
to
form.
recover from.
Yeah.
And he's not really ever been Tuchel's first choice ever. And I would not be surprised if he's himself looking to force a move or find somewhere else. But he's not really lived up to his. Man, what do we pay for him
40
from
million?
Dortmund?
60 mil?
Or was it
Yeah,
60?
I think it was like
was it
60.
40?
I think it was 60. I think it was
Just
up
the
there.
60. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's another waste of money. But
Yep.
So, I mean, speaking of waste of money,
there we go.
I want to give an honorary shout out to the Chelsea fan that was seated next to me at the bar watching this game, because seeing that man go through a breakdown in real time watching Romelu Lukaku in this game, my heart went out to him. You know, I felt bad for him. I've forgotten his name, so clearly I didn't feel too bad. But
Might have been Lukaku.
he had a rough one again.
Yeah.
Hey, he showed up more at the bar than he did on the pitch then. But they really missed Havertz in this one. That hamstring issue is just the style just doesn't mesh when Lukaku's there.
Don't even know if it's a style now or just the quality. He's not playing well. Like, you could see there was a period where Mason Mount was just getting really frustrated with him because he couldn't pass. Like, he couldn't pass. He couldn't. I mean, his finishing. Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes it doesn't even look like sometimes when he has the ball and he's in like a decent spot, like he doesn't want to shoot when he should sometimes.
Yeah,
it's just
He's
weird.
lost
I
his
don't know.
confidence.
That's confidence though. Like
Yeah.
honestly, he's super low on confidence. Probably not playing much. Lack of match fitness. But it's a shame that we couldn't have Havertz. But yeah, I mean, losing
On the flip
PKs,
side,
yeah.
on the flip side for this, Liverpool picked up a couple of injuries during this game. Salah had to come off in the first half, and then Van Dijk came off at the 90.
I think both these teams have played like maybe 65 games or something ridiculous like that. Cause
It's a crazy
They both went to the Carabao Cup final. Liverpool in the Champions League final. Chelsea had the Club World Cup. That was this season, right?
Yeah.
It's no surprise that Salah's form has kind of tailed off towards the end of the season. His body's probably telling him he needs a break, but
I think Salah, he sent a message out on social media saying he'll be fit for the
Champions
League final. So I don't know if he'll be back for their game, their final league game, but I think he'll be fine in the end. I don't know about Van Dijk though. I don't know about Van Dijk.
Well, let's see, because Van Dijk's he's not a guy to get subbed off at any point, especially because he's also, I think, in the Carabao Cup final, he was one of their top 5 penalty takers. So that would be something to keep an eye on.
You remember that pen, where he gives Kepa the look because Kepa was standing on the side and he decides to shoot it. Anyhow, hey, you know what? I'd forgotten.
I'd forgotten how bad Kepa was in that shootout before he skied one.
Yeah,
like in my mind, I just remembered him skied one, but like it was just Jesus.
He just shot the ball like Kepa.
You know what?
That's basically what he did. Yeah.
It's disappointing that Tuchel didn't bring on Kepa, because I could have used a laugh after that game. After 120 minutes of that, I deserve to see Kepa.
Yeah, that's very disappointing that Kepa didn't come in. Yeah, I agree with you there for sure. No, stay away from penalty shootouts from now on, please, Kepa.
Another waste of money.
Yeah,
the squad's just littered with them. Just bags of money.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
This won't fly now that Papa Roman is gone.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what the.
Just you wait for that first dividend payment to hit, Tommy. Just you wait. You'll be just like me.
Well,
miserable.
What's his name? Bowley, right? Bowley's the guy. We'll see. We'll see what happens this summer. I'm just, you know what? I'm ready for this season to be over. One more game left.
The season's over, my friend.
It is over.
Yeah. You have nothing to play for. So.
We have nothing to play for. You're right. But Liverpool have a lot to play for. They still have the chance for the quadruple, guys. Just.
And speaking of that, God forbid, quadruple, another team that has a lot to play for is Man City. They dropped points, drawing 2-2 away to West Ham in the Premier League. And, I mean, that Mahrez penalty at the end, that was the chance to seal the comeback, to come from 2-0 down, win 3-2, put one hand on the trophy. Oh, Riyadh. Terrible, terrible pen. Good save from Fabianski as well.
Was it a terrible pen, though?
I think it's not terrible.
It's a
but
savable height.
Just,
it's not.
Yeah,
it's a nervous penalty. It's a nervous penalty.
For sure. Yeah.
Let me exaggerate. Let me exaggerate for effect. Why do you hate exaggeration for effect?
He took too long to take it, right? Like, you could see he was thinking so much, and then he has this really slow run up and just puts it, like Uzair said, at a comfortable height for Fabianski, who's a really good penalty stopper, by the way.
He is, yes.
Yeah. I still feel like West Ham, they should have won this game. With the chances they had, Man City's defense just looked like conceding every time the ball was in their defensive third. Fernandinho was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And you don't want a guy who's, shall I say, physically unsure up against Antonio, because he will run you ragged. But, yeah.
My friend, you can say it like it is. He's 37 and he is old and he can't play centre back anymore. Like, there's a reason he's leaving at the end of the season, and that reason is he's 37.
Hey, we still got Thiago Silva.
Why is he playing centre back?
We still got Thiago Silva at 37.
Yeah, but he's a centre back.
Fernandinho is not a centre back. I don't understand it. Pep, why are you doing? You have Nathan Ake on the bench. I don't care if it's two left-footed centre backs. At least it's two centre backs.
He must have enough games, right, to win if they win the title, to get a medal. Fernandinho, this isn't trying to make sure he gets enough games or something ridiculous like that. Like, I don't know.
You can't afford to do that in this situation. Yeah. You can't afford to do that in this situation, though. Like, it's not like you're coasting to the title this season. You're in you're in a brawl for this thing.
It's Pep.
But
he always likes a bit of excitement.
I will say though, the Jared Bowen 2 goals.
He's got 18 games, man. It's fun. Sorry, go ahead, Tommy.
No, I was gonna say Jared Bowen's 2 goals. Even if you have the City back line, not tracking his runs and just flat-footed, 2 nice finishes. And 2 great goals for Bowen, who's been West Ham's player of the season by far, for sure. This game honestly just summed up West Ham's season for me. Go up early, waste chances, and then end up, conceding the game almost in the end.
Big contribution from Jack Grealish. It's a really important goal, at a crucial time, just after the break. Really got them back in it.
It takes him up to 3 for the season.
Oh, come on! Just let him have his moment.
Resist the jab.
Let him have his moment, man. He's had 2.
Look,
you are sadly right, but yeah, he's.
I'm just saying.
I mean, he's He's also finally playing a lot more now, compared to he was at the start.
He wasn't playing because he wasn't playing well, but yeah. Good for Jack. He's contributed this season, I think. So that's a positive. Maybe you'll get 5 goals next season. You never know.
Right. Gotta just shoot for the. I don't know. No, you're not quite shooting for the moon with 5 goals. You're shooting for top of a tree in the garden.
To hit the roots. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So who do Man City play? It's Villa, right? Villa's their final game on Sunday.
He might finally win Liverpool a title. That's the big
That
narrative
is,
that's floating around.
yeah.
Nonsense.
I am manifesting an Aston Villa player to slip to concede a goal because it would just be too funny.
In tribute, yeah. Coutinho. Former
Oh my god.
former Liverpool
please.
player Coutinho,
Please.
yeah.
Please.
Who you,
Football gods, I know you've bailed on me in general this season, but if you're giving me one thing, give me a Coutinho slip to give Man City the title.
he did sign he officially signed with Villa, by the way.
Yeah.
He really reduced his wages big time, and I think in the end it was like 20 mil, and it's confirmed. So Villa
Probably
got
gotta pay off from Barcelona.
that. Can they afford that stuff? I don't know.
Hey, they're still signing players, so they're finding money from somewhere. Behind the sofa, under the bed. Yeah.
All right, should we move on to the next game?
Yes, sir. We'll move on to the other end of the table now. Everton 2, Brentford 3. This game was a shit show, and I loved every second of it.
Yeah. This is one of the games of the season just for the absolute nonsense on display. Everton finished with 9 players in this game. Is that right?
They did finish with 9 players in this game.
What is going on with these relegation candidates? You had Leeds finishing with 10 men in the previous 2 matches they played in. Yeah.
What more do you want, Tony, from a relegation battle? 5 goals, 2 red cards. I mean, this is for me. This is like popcorn. I love this, man. This is so good.
I mean, it's brilliant. It's nonsense, but it's brilliant. I think Everton deserve to go down, man. I'm.
They really do.
Yeah.
I don't think they will, but they still really do.
They just lack structure completely. In every department, their defense is terrible. Their midfield is. They're not doing anything well. You can still.
They have one thing. They have one thing that's working for them right now, and that is Richarlison. He is dragging this team.
Yeah, he is.
Just desperately trying to save them.
Through sheer will.
Just sheer force of will.
Yeah.
It's just poor guy. Must be exhausted from his teammates doing something stupid almost every week while he's trying to. It's Richarlison and Pickford. It's either end of the field. They're just trying to hold this team together.
Even Richarlison just looks like a basket kid. He's definitely the positive in their season and Pickford's recovery. But because Everton's attack lacks any structure, he's just up there trying to make something happen in crazy fashions, crashing into people, trying to get penalties. Yeah.
I mean, he finished with, a goal and an assist in this game, I think? Because he won and converted the penalty, and then, I guess, Calvert-Lewin turned in his shot for the first one.
His only contribution.
But, I mean, when you have Branthwaite just completely losing a man and getting himself sent off, I think they might be out of centre-backs now.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think...
Oh, no, they have Holgate.
Because Keane and... They have Holgate... No, well...
Yeah,
who's
he's
partnering him? If they're playing this 3 at the back. Because they have Coleman, Holgate, and then...
Hey, listen. Arsenal...
Yeah, Coleman is a fullback.
Arsenal today are going to have to play Tomiyasu, Granit Xhaka, Cedric, and Tavares. So, in defense. So, it could be worse. Just, could be worse.
Is Ben White not fit yet?
Well, he didn't come on the last game, so I'm assuming not, but...
I think he'll play this game. I think he'll play.
Yeah? Anyway,
yeah.
We'll bring that up for later, but yeah.
Well, then you add in, you sub on Rondon while you're chasing the game, and he just decides to go two-footed into someone's shin.
What he knew right away too, but what a stupid challenge. How do you do that?
It's so inexplicable. He's 33, 34 as well. He's an experienced player, and he comes on and does this. It's what have you done?
Yeah, good one. Well, yeah.
Thank you.
I will say though, Everton.
with a straight face. Like, yeah, come on. At least chuckle a bit if you're going to lie to the guy. Anyway.
Everton aside, though, I will say Brentford were actually pretty decent. Like, Visa's goal, his header, I know his first goal was a huge deflection. I think it was an own goal for Coleman, I believe, right?
It was an own goal, yeah.
But his second goal, his header, just near post run, backwards flick over Pickford into the corner. It was so beautiful.
It's poor for Richarlison, I think. He falls asleep at the near post. It is a brilliant header. You don't expect someone to score from there, but to concede like a minute later as well?
To Henry, another good header as well.
Just a mentally poor side in total, man. Like, I hope it happens. So I don't know how. I just hope it happens at this point. Like, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
If they lose the next game and Burnley and Leeds because they're still well within touching distance for Burnley and Leeds.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a 2-point lead on Burnley, 1-point lead on Leeds.
Yeah.
They lose their next two games, like, it's very conceivable.
It's Palace for them on Thursday. And then Arsenal this season, yeah. So honestly, with the relegation battle, it's like every game just changes. So I don't know what to expect. Everything could win that as easy as they could lose it. So who knows? But I'm in it. I'm here for it. I love these relegation battles because the matches are crazy.
I mean, speaking of the changing relegation picture, Leeds managed to claw themselves back out of the relegation zone with a 1-1 draw at Brighton. Was it Struijk? Right on the Struijk. It ruins my pun. But right on the Struijk of full time.
So happy.
It still works. It still kind of works. Yeah.
It still worked. It still kind of worked.
What an important goal that might end up being, possibly.
Huge.
Just unreal.
I love games like this where the center backs they absolutely abandon defending. Everyone's just in the box, crossing it in. Yeah. Gerrard, his play in the build-up was ridiculous. I mean, was it Dunk who was on the floor swimming, trying to tackle the guy? Like,
whatever fancy footwork, Gerrard did was super impressive.
Yeah. Rafinha.
You can say that Leeds showed a lot of Gerrard to come back and tie that game.
Good one. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, on Brighton's side, you had Welbeck scoring, who he had quite a few chances in this game. Yeah.
That header from was it Trossard's cross? He has to score that from like a yard out. Yeah. His goal was really nice though. Who did he turn inside out? Was it Llorente? And then he chips it over.
Yeah, I think so.
Meslier. Yeah.
Looking at Leeds, though, Leeds' final game of the season is Brentford, which is not easy. That's not easy. You've seen Brentford playing. Remember, I think I said before, like, these teams that have nothing to play for, your Brighton, your Brentford, your Palace. You know what? I realize now in the Premier League, every game is just, it matters, no matter where you are on the table. And these teams, like Palace is playing hard, Brentford is playing hard against Everton. So that game against Leeds, Leeds are in tough.
I think they'll lose that game. And I think that will be the game that'll sink them. But I don't see how they beat Brentford, to be honest. They've conceded 78 goals this season. It's a ridiculous number.
Yeah, that's
they're up to over 100. They're up to over 100 cards as well this season.
Yeah,
if you combine the yellows and reds,
that's over?
They've said it's a Premier League record.
Wow, I can't even fathom that. Over 100 cards for the season. Damn.
Yeah, they're not crazy. A Premier League side. Quality wise, you take out Rafinha, and that's it, really. So, I mean, look, they're out right now. So, they have a chance, but I'll be surprised.
Can they stitch up Bamford and, tape his hamstring that's been keeping him out for this long?
Wow. You want to put Bamford at center back?
No, just put him up top. Maybe he'll just stand as a pylon, and you can maybe cross him a ball, and you can put it in for you.
Yeah,
The classic Nooners forward.
the classic
Exactly.
comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It works
We'll
sometimes.
move on. We'll move on.
One touch
Yeah.
on it.
Just carom it off him. We'll move on to two more teams that have plenty to play for. Spurs picking up a 1-0 win against Burnley. This is the game that put Burnley back down to 18th. Not too much happening in this game aside from a big penalty decision going Spurs' way.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit harsh, if I'm being honest. And this is not
Not their
not
first,
like I hate Spurs thing, but I don't know. It just seems like it's like what's Barnes supposed to do is what I'm wondering.
Well, the thing is, he's also T-posing in the middle of his box, and when his arms are that far out, any contact of ball going to his hand is just going to lead to a decision being made.
See,
Like, you can't have your arms, like, you can't be running around like an airplane.
see, in
I
my mind,
get that. Yeah,
I think when you look at what happened earlier with in the week with Cedric leaning a bit on Son, I think he has it in his mind that he doesn't want to make unnecessary contact, and he's trying to show that he's very obviously not challenging, and then the ball is fired at his hand. Like, look, I think it's you can give it. I just also think you don't have to give it. Like, it feels like referees decide games way too much these days. Just let them play, man. You don't have. It should be difficult to give a penalty. It's my opinion, and yeah, these refs just don't know whether they have metrics, penalties per season or something. I just feel like they have to do something. It's like, no, don't do anything. But hey,
They work on commission.
yeah,
Get paid per
I
pen.
wouldn't be surprised honestly with some of their decisions.
Well,
Yeah,
like, I just think it's very entertaining and unfortunate that he's desperately trying to show he's not making contact with the player, and instead his arms are so far out he just gives away a pen anyway.
yeah. They gave it a good go, Burnley. They almost
Yeah,
leveled up.
it was almost a barnstorming performance.
he hit the post, didn't he? For Burnley's best chance, I believe.
It did. Yeah, a really nice hit.
Wow, you guys just straight up ignored me.
Well,
now.
I mean, it wasn't almost a barnstorming performance, so I'm not letting you have that.
It could have been.
Yeah, could have, but
It could have been.
yeah. No.
Hey, Spurs got their win. 1 goal from Kane, penalty, and they're sitting in 4th place at the moment.
Yeah,
After
and hard-
after beating Arsenal on Thursday. Do we want to talk about that performance at all, Tony? You want to just skip by that?
That was like 4 days ago.
Yeah, still. You want a reminder that you
And
guys
yeah,
got?
no, you know
lost?
what? I'm okay with deviating from the normal procedure, as it were, of the podcast to have a quick chat about the North London derby.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Tony?
So as you both know, I didn't watch the incidents in the first half live. I thought Arsenal would lose that game. I just didn't want us to
You'll have to specify which incident,
Yeah, there was
because
quite a few. I
Rob
think.
holding
I said
on his own
incidents,
was like
incidents
3 different
with,
incidents.
plural.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of them live. So, yeah, I came in pretty much when Kane was scoring his second goal. And how do I feel? How do I feel about the game? I just feel like, as I said, in a situation like that, I just think the players are supposed to win the games, not the referees. Like, I think that Cedric foul on Son is absolute bullshit. Like, I think Son feels Cedric on his back and decides to go flying. The contact was made while Son was on the ground, so it's not like he's in the air and Cedric's leaned on him. But hey, he is a master of the dark arts. Arteta could have done things differently. I don't know why you would play Cedric and Holding on the right side. That is crazy management. It makes no sense. I don't get why you trust Cedric over Tavares. Cedric is barely useful as a footballer. I think he's been pretty lucky to have the career that he's had because I'm not quite sure. I'll be honest with you, man. Like, he's... I don't know what he's good at. Like, he gets the ball in the final third, he crosses it. That's it. Like, he doesn't have any ingenuity to his play. Like, he's just...
Hey, wait, that's how I play.
At least you're crossing to Ahmed. He's got some height. Like, he's crossing to 5'9" center, but like, it's just, yeah. Play your left back at left back, and play your best right back at right back. It seems like common sense, you know. But hey, look, it is what it is. I felt like the top four would come down to whoever won that game. And yet, Arsenal have given themselves a chance by capitalizing on Spurs' previous hiccups. So, it all comes down to today. If Arsenal win this game, I think they'll make it. If they don't, then they won't make it, and it'll be deserved. They've given it a good crack. Their squad's not good enough to be in this position, but somehow they are. So,
Yeah,
hopefully we can bring it home somehow.
They have to win, right? Because a draw and then another win
Nothing
is
but
not
a
good
win.
enough. Yeah,
Tottenham are playing Norwich next. I mean, it will be very much. It'll be very Tottenham for them to somehow find a way to not beat Norwich on the final day.
I actually would love to see that.
Yeah. You remember that season when Newcastle were...
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, and they lost like 5-1 to finish behind us. It's like, yeah. You never know with Spurs, but no, Arsenal need to win today.
All right, this is getting away from me wanting Tony to feel sad. So we're gonna bring it back to the Premier League.
Didn't work.
To a game that mattered just as much as the North London derby, ish. Watford 1, Leicester 5.
I think the score.
There are bead curtains. There are bead curtains that offer more resistance than the Watford defense.
Yeah.
The first goal, I know Watford scored first, but the first goal they conceded, both their centre backs running into each other, I think.
Yeah,
to leave.
I don't know who the other guy was. It's just crazy.
I mean, a metaphor for Watford's season, really.
Yeah.
Do you guys see this stuff in like men's league? Does that happen in men's league? I don't know. Like, some of these professionals, man, I tell you, they're lucky. Just really lucky to have the careers they've had. It's like, yeah, it's basic communication. And I don't know. Like, when you have Jamie Vardy around, maybe he just instills that fear in people. He's a nasty, brilliantly nasty player up front. Just snide, capitalizing on any mistake. Yeah.
I would love to have Jamie Vardy mic'd up during a game just to hear what he says to centre backs, because he's the guy who's constantly talking.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, you let your team down this week or something stupid like this. Like, such a disappointment. Yeah, I don't know. I love Jamie Vardy, man.
But I think I think he might say that, but he'd also be very funny about it. I think he'd be quite entertaining.
Looks like he has that goblin vibe about him. Just, yeah, like a tiny little devil on your shoulder, yeah. Anyway, brilliant footballer.
You say tiny little devil. I say he looks like a rat that's inhaled a pound of cocaine.
Yeah, I can see that. For some reason, my head went to Roy Hodgson, but I don't know why. But anyway, like an old rat that sniffs a pound of cocaine. He's just smiling all the time now. Like, yeah, I don't get it. Like, his team's losing 5-1.
Man has his payout.
Yeah.
Man has his payout. That's all he wants. He just wants his shades on. He wants to kick his feet up.
Didn't even have his shades on this time. He's just grinning like, this is brilliant. It's like, no, you're losing 5-1. Like, yeah. Uncle Roy, man. Anyway, I think we've given this game a lot more time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We'll move on. We'll move on to Roy's former team. Palace drawing 1-1 with Villa. I don't know. No, a couple of these end of the season games. I don't got much to say about this one.
I mean,
Watkins' goal probably shouldn't have counted.
it's nonsense.
Looked very much like a foul on Gahey.
Nonsense refereeing. The guy he's turned all the way around. He had no chance to defend that. Yeah. Anyway, what can you do? What can you do?
Tommy, your thoughts on this game?
Honestly, I was just going to say, we mentioned it before, but, Villa has the Premier League's top four, not top four, but the title race and the relegation battle kind of in their hands. They can decide both ends of the table. So
they play Burnley Thursday. They play Burnley Thursday and then City on the weekend.
They will lose both games.
They will. Oh, yeah. 100%.
I really hope so. I want nothing more than for them to lose both of those games. And we'll move on to our final game of the week, and that's Wolves 1, Norwich 1. And the question that's on everyone's minds is, if no one watched the Premier League game, did it really happen?
I mean, yeah, I didn't watch it, so sorry.
I think the dead silence after I spoke kind of just gave it away on that.
It happened. Some goals were scored.
Yeah, Pookie scored. I mean, hey, there you go. You got that.
Fantastic.
That's it.
Yep. Desperately looking up who else scored in this game.
Aït-Nouri.
Oh, it was Aït-Nouri. Yeah. Well done. Good on him. And I think that concludes the Premier League section.
Sure.
However,
wait, do we want to do a prediction for Arsenal
yes,
Newcastle?
I forgot.
Yeah,
Arsenal Newcastle. Let's hear it.
Tony, you start.
No, you're the one who dragged this section up.
All right. So, you know what? I reckon Arsenal get the win. Saka double, 2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah, I echo Tommy's sentiments. Actually, I think we will surprise people and go 1-0. 1-0 Arsenal.
Why not? I'll go 1-1. Keep things interesting. Keep things spicy. Keep Tony stressed.
I'm just numb.
In the end, as long as Tony's stressed, I'm happy.
This has been a miserable season. Like, if Arsenal don't make a Champions League, this has been a miserable season for all of us. Yeah.
Good. If I'm miserable, I want you two to get dragged down. Not to my level, because I don't think that's happening, but just, within the same realm.
Hey, you guys are firmly ahead in the race for 6th place, so it's ending on a high, I think. West Ham unlikely to pass you guys.
Yeah, buddy. You say that until we lose to Palace on the last weekend, and then West Ham will overtake us. Yep, away to Palace as well.
Who's West Ham playing?
It doesn't matter because they will win.
West Ham.
If the season has taught me
West Ham
anything,
have Brighton.
if this season has taught me anything, then whatever I don't want to happen will happen. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on before I go back into the void.
Really hope it happens.
It's going to, brother.
It's
going to.
You
don't have to hope.
Don't think about it.
Tony, I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
I feel like you're trying to do the reverse.
It's already written.
It's
already written. No, I just have no faith in my football team.
This was supposed to be the pod where Zaire did not have to go down to those depths. Okay.
There's no such thing. He's
my friend,
always on the edge.
My brother, I am already in the void. The void has taken me, and you know what? I'm comfortable here. I've accepted my fate. Almost done.
We're almost done.
With this season. So close. How am I supposed to transition from that to talking about the team of the season?
Hey, no United players are making that team this season, are they? Or maybe one of them.
Oh.
There we go.
There it is.
Fucking hate you. So the way we decided to go about our 4-4-2 team of the season is that all of us kind of put together our own individual teams, and we're just going to immediately combine them together and discuss any differences that were there between the three of us. I mean, we'll start off with goalie, and that was a unanimous decision across the board. Alisson, I don't think it was a close run thing either. He's been
contender.
the best goalie by a mile for me.
Yeah.
20 clean sheets, maybe more, I can't remember now, but yeah, solid.
I mean, for me, his greatest thing is just how good he is at one-on-ones.
Yeah, that was a big thing in my head.
Because
he feels unbeatable at times.
It lets Liverpool play that super high line, that super aggressive line, because I know anything over the top, Alisson is one, fantastic at coming off his line to clear stuff, and two, if the striker is getting there first, Alisson has a good chance at saving stuff. But
like, I don't think
we'll move on to the...
I don't think Jared Bowen scores that goal that he scored against Ederson, the first one, where it rounds him. I think Alisson's really good at staying on his feet, looking big. But yeah.
We will move on to our fullbacks. And again, this was a unanimous decision with Trent Alexander-Arnold and João Cancelo.
2 right backs in the fullback position.
We'll stick Cancelo on the left.
Yeah.
'Cause he can play there. He'll be fine.
He's played there before, so.
I think he's played there mostly, to be fair.
Yeah.
For City, yeah. No, 2 brilliant players. Trent's pretty much the playmaker of his team. And Cancelo's probably done more attacking than any left winger that City have played this season. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I almost stick him up in the forward positions.
I mean, he used to play there, so like at Valencia. So he'd probably do better than most. I would think. Yeah.
So, going to centre back, this is where we have our first point of debate. All three of us have picked Virgil van Dijk as one centre back.
Yep, no way.
But for the second centre back, we have 2 options. We have Antonio Rudiger or Ruben Diaz. I mean, Tommy, you picked Ruben Diaz. Tony, you and I both picked Rudiger. Tommy, why should we be putting Diaz in over Rudiger?
Well, because he's going to be on a potential title-winning team. Before he got injured, he was probably one of the best center backs. I mean, I'm not going to say he still is, but injury ending his season prematurely. I mean, City have the joint best defensive record in the league, and he's a big part of that. Rudiger is on Chelsea, who is, you know what have Chelsea done this season? You know, I mean, we used to have a good defense. Our defense is not good anymore. We're conceding so many goals now, and not so many goals, but just like so many chances of that. I don't really like Rudiger. Don't get me wrong, great player. I just don't know why you guys are picking him in your team this season. I'm a little bit confused by this.
We're going by individuals. Ruben Diaz's form has really tailed off since he came back from injury. I know he's out for the season now, but he hasn't been. First of all, he wasn't getting picked anyway for a long stretch. Guardiola was really. He was hesitant to put him back in. Look, he is probably the second best defender in the league, but this season, I don't think we've seen the best of Ruben Diaz. And I think he's played maybe 29 games this season, and maybe only 20 of those he's been at his best. So I get what you mean. Rudiger is part of a shambolic defense, but Rudiger himself is the one player who's holding everything together, you know? So I don't know. I think Rudiger's had a better individual season. I get your argument. I was for City as a whole, but yeah, I just think Rudiger's. Yeah, I don't know with Rudiger. Like, sometimes I feel like
I would just like to say that Antonio Rudiger is certifiably insane, and I love watching him play football because he's just mad, but the good kind of mad.
Okay, I think that's settled.
And I think that's paid off. I think that's paid off really well for him this season, because Chelsea from like November onwards have been absolutely chaotic, and Rudiger thrives on the chaos.
Hey, if it means we have one Chelsea player making team season, then I'm all for it.
All right, I will pencil in Antonio Rudiger. Now, this is where it starts to get a lot dicier. What formation do we want this team in?
Well, so I picked 4-2-3-1. Tommy picked 4-2-3-1 and then just absolutely did what he wanted. So, I don't know what system you put in because you didn't really say.
Mine's 4-2-3-1.
Okay. So 4-2-3. Yeah, we all went 4-2-3-1.
Okay, then there we go.
So for the two, this is gonna be dicey as all hell now because. No, Tony, you were 4-3-3. I thought. Oh my God, this is gonna be dicey
right,
as hell.
Sorry. I wanted to, and then I stuck with my 4-3-3. You're right. Okay.
Okay. Let's say we pick three center mids, or three mids, as it were, center-ish mids. One of them is KDB.
Yes.
Like we've all got KDB there. That's penciled in for sure. And now we start. We have 2 spots left, and we have Fabinho, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and Declan Rice. 4 players, 2 spots.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I mean, Rodri. No, I don't think he.
I think Fabinho's been better than Rodri.
Yep.
Off the bat,
I
I think Fabinho's been better than him.
Really? Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have strong. I don't have strong feelings towards
Rodri. I think Rodri's had a very good season.
I just think Fabinho's
but
better.
Yeah.
Fabinho's had a fantastic season. So
he started scoring goals now as well.
Yeah. What were the other options? Silva, Rice, and who?
Silva, Rice, Fabinho, Rodri.
Okay.
So if you're putting Fabinho in, it's just a matter of, I guess, Tony, you had Silva, you had Rice, and then I had Rodri. So we're all...
And you had Rodri. So we all have our horse to back in this race.
That's pretty funny, actually. Honestly, like out of those players, I think anyone you stick, Fabinho's already in, but any one of those you pick, I'm honestly okay with. Like Declan Rice has had a good season. So has like you just said with Diaz. Bernardo Silva had a great start to the season. Like he was on fire. He kind of tailed off a bit, but he's still been very instrumental in everything he's been doing.
Phenomenal all season.
So like honestly, yeah.
I was like West Ham have had a very impressive season, even more so considering how thinly spread their squad has been. To still be in the battle for a Europa League spot at this point is a massive testament to them, and I think Rice is the driving force behind everything they do in midfield.
The jury's still out on Rice for me. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, he has had a great season.
Tommy, I will give you deciding vote over Rice versus Bernardo Silva.
For me, I go for Bernardo Silva in that case.
There it is. I'm sorry, Declan. I fought for you. Please lower your asking price and come to Man United. So we can ruin you like the rest.
Yep, you absolutely will. Not what you need.
Which brings us to our forward line. So we have 3 spots across the forward line. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players to select across this. Now, 2 that are in. Oh well, actually, we will have 1 spot because there's 2 players that we all have in our team, and that's Heung-min Son and Mohamed Salah. So, I mean, we can start with Son. Briefly discuss how unbelievable he's been. Like, what, a goal behind Salah right now in the Golden Boot race?
Yeah.
We don't need
no
to
penalties.
We don't need to do that.
Yeah,
could
we
just
do.
acknowledge that
Tony,
he's
give the
amazing.
man his due.
Nope.
Give the man his due.
I think these are probably the first two names on our list that we knew were going to be in this team this season. At least for me, it was. I was like, Son, Salah, okay, that's done.
No, De Bruyne was the first name.
Oh, either Bruyne, okay, yeah.
But yeah, Son's good. Whatever. Salah.
I mean, Salah probably had player of the season in his pocket if the league ended in January.
Yeah.
He's tailed off post AFCON, but the heights he was hitting in that first half of the season were unreal.
He just snuck in for me, I'll be honest. I was really thinking about putting Bowen in instead, but I don't think you can leave Salah. He was special at the start of the season. And yeah, I this is what I want to understand, yeah? The striker pick. Tommy,
Yep.
go ahead and last week you had we had a little debate about Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, like, let me just list the options for that final spot. We do have Jared Bowen as an option.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Harry Kane and Cristiano Ronaldo.
So Tony, the fact that we're now moving to a 4-3-3 means I'd be putting Bowen instead of Ronaldo.
No.
Yeah?
Explain Ronaldo in
No.
there.
You want to explain?
That's
you
what
wanna,
I want.
So my team this season was Son, Bowen, Salah, and then Ronaldo above. And I don't think Harry Kane deserves team of the season.
But you think Ronaldo does?
I mean, I don't think what striker has really been consistently great the entire season. There has not
Kane
been
has
one.
been much better than Ronaldo this season.
Kane had one goal through December, or am I right? Or two goals. So wasn't he like extremely poor until Conte came in, and then second half of the season, Kane has been phenomenal.
I swear Ronaldo has like maybe one goal.
Ronaldo also had a very fallow period.
Exactly, you're right.
November
That's why I said.
February.
That's why I said what striker had been consistently good all season.
Okay.
None of them.
Who has contributed more this season? Who is achieving more this season?
Ronaldo's got 18 goals. Kane's got 16. So Ronaldo's
okay. How many
more.
assists? You act like you don't watch Tottenham play.
Kane has 8 assists to Ronaldo's 3.
So here's the thing, if
if
Spurs were to make top 4, then I would say Kane team of the season. If they don't make top 4, then for me, his form at the start of the season was detrimental to them.
Tommy, we're talking Premier League, right?
Yeah.
What has Ronaldo contributed to the Premier League this season?
18 goals.
He's achieved nothing.
In fairness,
18
he has hard carried our form.
And carried United. So Tony, you're talking about individual. Why'd you put Rudiger in there? What for his individual performances, right?
I think Chelsea were very competitive this season. They just, I don't know, like
halfway into the season. Yes.
No, okay. Look, I am talking all competitions now, cheating a bit, but like Chelsea were competitive in the
don't do it.
Hold on, wait. If I'm talking about a season as a whole, right? Ronaldo didn't come close to achieving anything in any competition. Like, I don't think people understand how much he has broken that club's attack completely. Like, people are looking at the goals he's scoring and it's like, oh, he's playing so well. Okay, yes, but how is he even in discussion for team of the season? United didn't sign Ronaldo to score 18 goals. They signed Ronaldo to win the Premier League. They might come 7th.
Okay, so Tony, what's our definition of player making team season now? Because
someone
now
that achieves something or comes
now
close
you have
to
Rudiger in
achieving
there.
something. How is Bowen in there? What did Bowen achieve?
Well, West Ham are fighting above their weight, you'd say, right?
Oh, okay, but United are fighting above their weight. Is that it?
Yeah, they are. They're 6th place. I don't know how they're 6th place.
This is ridiculous.
With that team.
United are fighting above their weight. Come on. What are you talking about? They are really underachieving this season.
So Tony, here's the thing.
And he's a big part of it.
Here's the thing. I'm looking at my options. Honestly, if I could, I'd put Mane there.
Yeah,
if I could.
That would have made more sense.
But for me, I had Mane as like one of my winger. I either had Mane or Salah.
He's been playing striker.
I went Salah.
That would have made more sense. Yeah.
So I was thinking Mane. But I was like, in the end, I saw you guys go Kane. I'm like, Kane, really? Like, you know what? The thing is, you can sell me on Kane if he leads them and they get to top 4. Then I'm like, you know what? Kane for sure. He's in there. But like, there has not been a forward.
Tommy, there's one issue with that, is that I can't go to the future and check that and then come back to you.
I know. It's
The
tough.
fact is,
That's
he's
very
put his
tough.
team in a position to achieve something this season. Ronaldo might come 7th. They were 2nd last season. They were looking like a 2nd place team until they signed him. And then they signed him and became rubbish as a
Tony,
team.
can I ask you a question, Tony?
Ask.
If Pookie had 35 goals this season and Norwich are last place, does he make team this season?
I mean, if I had $1 million, I'd be a millionaire. What I don't understand your question. Pookie doesn't have 35 goals this
if
season.
Pookie breaks the record for goals in the season, let's say he scores 40, whatever it is.
Norwich will not be in the relegation zone.
I know, but let's say they are. I'm giving you a hypothetical. Let's say they are. Does he
Your
make team this season?
hypothetical is not practical.
Does he make team this season? They could still be in the bottom if he scores 40 goals. Maybe they have no other goals anywhere else.
You've just made up a situation that's never happened to fit
It can
your
happen.
narrative.
It can happen.
How?
It's possible.
How do you have a striker that scores 35 goals in a season
And no
What, is
other
he
player, no other player on their team scores. That's
You
how
know
it is.
what?
I'm giving you the situation, man.
There is a
does he
strong
make
chance that
your
if
team this
Pookie
season?
scores 35 goals in a team, look, how I put it, if Pookie is doing the best for a team that is absolutely useless, there's a chance. But there's also a chance he won't make it because he's not achieving anything, right? Tommy, that's not the situation here.
That's all I'm asking you.
United are not
Will he
Norwich.
make your team?
They're not Norwich. Ronaldo's not breaking any records. He's not breaking any records. It's not like he's had this special season. He has 18 goals, 18 league goals. It's not a special campaign.
So Kane's had a special season to make
He's
his team?
not had a special season. He's just
Not
had a
at all.
superior season.
superior
to Ronaldo.
season.
I'd say
really.
so. In my opinion, so the way I see the Kane versus Ronaldo debate for this spot is that I think both have had similar seasons. Where if you look at the total goal contributions, let's say Ronaldo has 21, Kane has 24, but Kane has a few games extra played. They've got like not dissimilar like goal conversions. They're both important to their teams, and they both have contributed immensely to their teams. Ronaldo's done it with a dumpster fire around him, but Spurs are a bit of a mess for times this season too. So, in the end, for me, it did come down to Tottenham having a better season than Man United, because I think both Kane and Ronaldo have reasonably similar stats in terms of total goal contributions. And yeah, that's why I have Kane over Ronaldo for mine. Like, I debated Ronaldo for my striker spot, but I went Kane because I think he's just,
You say United
slightly better season, slightly better season, and higher in the table.
You say United have had a dumpster fire around Ronaldo. I feel like he was the gasoline, personally. Like, I can't. It's just like how Aubameyang scored more goals than Alexis Sanchez for us. Then Arsenal became shit when we had Aubameyang. Like, yeah, there's more to football than just the stats, right? I don't think.
Yes, but it's also like the team this season is fairly individualistic, right? Like, Rudiger's part of a dumpster fire of a defense right now, but I still rate him highly enough to put him in it.
I don't know. I just feel like
It is what it is. Like, I'm going. My vote is for Kane for this spot, but I don't think the Ronaldo shout is as outlandish as you're making it out to be.
I think it's.
But I also don't think he gets in my team.
I think any club who's serious doesn't sign Ronaldo. It's my personal opinion. If you want to win stuff,
It's a good thing. It's a good thing we aren't a serious club then.
yeah, absolutely. That his signing just confirmed it. That's what it looks like. But yeah, we can leave it there.
Wait, so that means that we're not getting Bowen in the team then, eh?
No, unfortunately.
I mean, we could split the difference and just go Bowen up top.
I mean, I'd be happy with that. But
Tony, how do you feel about that?
I don't think Tony's gonna fly by that.
Just move Son to center forward. Put Bowen on a wing.
Yeah,
If you want to
forget Kane.
shoehorn him in, sure. I don't think it works as a team dynamic, but
It does not work as a team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Kane in there, but
put Kane / Bowen. It's our podcast. We can do whatever we want. Like, yeah, just I don't know.
all right.
Or
No, that doesn't feel right.
No, just
Alright.
honestly, you guys both had Kane, and I wasn't able to convince Ronaldo, so it's gonna be Kane. And honestly, for me, I was debating Kane as well, but I was kind of like, has he done enough? But either way,
I do enjoy the argument that erupts between the two of you every time Ronaldo is
yeah,
brought
Tony
up for
just
something.
hates Ronaldo, man. I
I
don't know.
I
think
really enjoy
I
it.
love Ronaldo as a player. I think he's done, and he's looking after himself on the football pitch, and it's hurting people. That's what I think. And if I were a 37-year-old, I'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. He's doing what he has to do to keep his numbers up and stay relevant. But he's not winning stuff anymore, and there's a reason for that. Right?
So then, if you have time, who's your player of the season, Tony?
De
You get to
Bruyne.
pick one.
Oh,
De Bruyne.
easy.
I was gonna say.
Easy. No one.
That's what I
comes
was
close
gonna
to
say.
me.
I was
Maybe.
hoping, Tony, you were gonna say something different.
Like Ronaldo. Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah. No. I don't.
So
Is
our final team of the season is Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, Rudiger, Cancelo, Fabinho, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Salah, Harry Kane, and Heung-min Son, which I think is just Tony's team of the season. Wow, we let ourselves get convinced, didn't we, Tommy?
Unreal. It's my fault because I decided to go Bernardo Silva over Rice.
This is all on you.
Yeah.
I am the voice of reason. So. No.
In fairness, Tommy, if you had gone Rice over Silva, it would have just been my team of the season. So
I think it's because we went 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Because if we
Yeah.
had gone 4-2-3-1, which I thought was what you guys were gonna do,
Hey, I
Yeah.
did.
we might have gone Kane and Bowen. But well.
All right, you guys can apologize to
I
Jared
feel,
Bowen then, okay?
I feel. Yeah, we'll tweet to Jared Bowen and apologize because I feel bad for leaving him out. He's been phenomenal.
All right,
this
just change
season.
it and put Kane and Bowen. There, done. Take out Bernardo Silva.
Who am I? Well,
Well, then you gotta apologize to
how
Bernardo
does this team
Silva.
work then?
Like you're
cares?
hurting
No, I
someone's
can't
feelings.
apologize to Bernardo Silva.
No. He's gonna win the Premier League.
Fuck
He's
it.
gonna win the
I'm
Premier
gonna
League.
leave
Yeah,
it.
that's
I'm gonna
fine.
leave
Just
it the
leave
way
it-
it
leave it
is
there,
because
yeah.
we're just okay. We're going over time now. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 442. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. You'd think I would have figured that word out after whatever, almost 40 episodes of doing this, but
More than 40
here we are.
in total.
Is it more than 40 now?
I mean,
Jesus.
consider the bonus episodes, yeah. But
It's been a long season.
well done, boys.
Thank you.
One more.
Not there yet. Not there
Yeah.
yet. Thank you so much for joining me, Tommy.
All right, cheers, guys.
And thank you for joining me, Tony.
Thanks, guys. Enjoyed the chat as always.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.